Mr. Wright, I understand that you feel that we are lacking in culture and beauty in this country. Would you care to comment on that, sir?
Well, we're an amazing civilization, but we're a civilization without a culture. And I think it's quite time we began on it, because a civilization never lasts very long without one. We're likely to be the shortest civilization in history unless we acquire one. And one of our own. It isn't sufficient to borrow one. We've borrowed many attempts in that direction. We've made very many imitations of the sort, but we have none of our own yet.
Well, isn't it a good sign here in San Diego that, as from the standpoint of culture, that we are interested in obtaining a civic auditorium and theater?
A wonderful sign, and that's why I'm down here talking, trying to help.
Now, this project has bogged down here, not because of a lack of sentiment in favor of a civic auditorium, but because we can't get together on the location of it.
Of course, the realtors and the interests, the vested interests, one pulling one way, another. It has ruined nearly everything in America, and will continue to ruin it so long as the citizens will let it.
Well, what can the citizens do in a situation like that?
Well, what does a citizen do in desperation? Is there any chance for him to express his opinion and get it felt and acted upon? If not, is this a democracy, or what is it?
You feel that if the citizens let their opinions be known, that they will be...
Isn't this an indication of it? Haven't the citizens entered into a discussion on the subject to express their own opinions and get their own ideas of the thing across?
Well,
what is it for?
With regard to location, do you think that public buildings should be grouped in one civic center centralized?
I think they certainly should not be. Decentralization is the line we're going to follow if we're going to continue as a civilization, and there's no doubt about it. You can see what happened to the vested interest in Los Angeles, can't you, when the lords of the city tried to hold the city downtown. They didn't succeed. And they won't succeed anywhere in the country in doing that thing either. It's against the law of progress. It's against the law of humanity. Nothing humane in it.
Mr.
Now I'd like to ask my interlocutor a question. Who is San Diego?
Well, of course, we'd say it's the people.
The people. You really mean that?
Well, in a democracy, it should be the people of San Diego.
Well, isn't it going to be, nevertheless, notwithstanding?
Well, eventually, we always hope that the people's voice will be heard.
Are you in the business of making the people conform?
Well, no, we're in the business here of giving information to the people and letting them make up their own mind.
Well, now the people have sort of made up their minds that they want a civic theater, I understand. Now, how are they going to get it?
Well, there's the usual legal processes through the ballot box.
Yes, I think it'll come to that, or should perhaps, as it did in medicine. The politicians didn't want a civic center as it was designed by myself, and the people wanted it and voted it in. Now, probably in San Diego, the people will have to say where this thing is going to be.
Well, that eventually will be decided, we feel, through an election.
And I hope not downtown.
You feel that it should not be located in the downtown area?
That is against the sign of the times. The law of change is all against that sort of location for anything. Nothing more downtown.
You are a great believer in decentralization.
Even downtown must move out. Downtown is practically finished. And the sooner we realize it and the sooner we take advantage of our natural birthright, the better off we're all going to be, I think.
Well, Mr. Wright, what are your views with regard to the space needed for homes?
Homes, of course, are all cramped by the realtor. He cuts up a little piece of pie, cuts it up again, and it's a disgrace to see all these little hovels hovering together on a little plot of ground, looking into each other's windows, hearing everything that goes on, when there's so much ground free in the whole nation. We haven't begun to use it. We've inherited the greatest, most beautiful piece of ground in the world, What are we doing with it?
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Frank Lloyd Wright.
You're entirely welcome.